Hey, it's Baseline. So, it's very, very early in the baseline revolution. And at this point, it is important to remember that ultimately, within all the issues that we talk about, there is one objective that we are seeking, and that is the validation of homelessness, of baseline, as a new socioeconomic level below poverty. In other words, institutionalize it as a real place below the poverty line, not just some ghastly free-for-all of unorganized bums, which it is not. With validation of it as a new layer of the economic society below poverty, what we'd be doing is eliminating the shame we have of poverty and of homelessness, and instead introduce a success. Say, look, we are a surplus society. Look at the success we've had in creating society, and a healthy society that allows a surplus of people, not famine, not bad water, not disease that may have knocked them out. We are a successful, healthy society. That also means the return and the enforcement of the rights of private property, police protection, and equal opportunity employment, which already exists for baseliners, for homeless, but they are not recognized by law enforcement, and baseliners and homeless people basically force themselves into self-exile, thinking that they're second-class citizens. Once that happens and enforced from above, just like the 60s civil rights movement, then people that want to go for a job and status now have the right to apply and get an interview and get a shot at it. Just as similar folks that are in status at any level now have a place they can go if they run on hard times. That is valid, that's not stigmatizing, and they can return to any level of status they want after leaving baseline, or if they choose to return or stay indefinitely. What this does is it eliminates all sorts of programs, all sorts of things which claim to help homelessness but actually don't help homelessness. What they do is they work to dismantle homelessness, sending folks back to wherever they came from, building apartments that no one wants built. What we do is, once this is validated, on the day after the validation of baseline of homelessness, basically nothing will happen, and do nothing. The same morning will come, everything will be exactly the same as it was the day before, because the state that homelessness and baseline are in right now is pretty much the most ideal state. It organically grew from a surplus society, and versus shipping people out or shacking people up, affordable housing, it is the easiest way. The people at baseline are the happiest, and we've got a pretty settled deal. Otherwise, most people just complain about the dress code and maybe the lumbering around. But by validating this, we just allow society to move forward from that. The resources that we put maybe towards these homeless programs can go to better things, like basically eliminating the poverty of dignity that is out here with baseliners and homelessness. Their validity, once again, as first-class citizens, would empower them to do something about themselves, would give them dignity as well, and opportunity to maybe look a little different for you, feeling that they are now part of the society and not a faction apart, and thus have to be rebellious. So that's what we're looking for. There are a lot of people fighting over homelessness, but there is no one fighting for it. And that is what baseline is all about. Heads up, here it comes. It's baseline.
Kenny.
He's a stooge.
This is baseline.